Hi guys, welcome back to the Four Lads podcast. We're here at Ibrox following Rangers 1-0 league win at home to Motherwell. Stevie, I was quite optimistic coming into this one following the performance on Thursday night, and despite Motherwell obviously having quite a decent start to the season, you'd think we'd have enough to kind of get the job done and be quite convincing. What was your thoughts in the game?
First of all, it was a good result to win the game 1-0. It's the third clean sheet in a week. And we've got the job done, we've got the 3 points, but that's, I'm afraid, where the positives kind of stop, Sarah. It was a really poor performance throughout. Lost the ball so many times, so poor in possession, very slow on the ball, just nothing really happening style wise. It's all, possession round the back and then recycle, and when we do kind of muster something forward, it's very slow. We had lots of opportunities to break, 2-on-1 in the first half, 4-on-2 second half, and we're not clinical enough. We're not making good decisions. We're not doing the simple things right. And it's very concerning to be at this level of performance at this stage under the manager. It doesn't seem to be getting any better. In fact, after the evidence of today, say that it seems to be getting worse. Yeah.
Was there any... Probably a difficult question to answer, but any standouts for you? We obviously spoke John Lundstrom, man of the match, had a very good game today. Jack Butland, another one who's been Mr. Consistent. It's a bad day when your keeper's a standout though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's certainly not promising that at home to Motherwell, you're having to rely on Jack Butland. He's made good saves, he's been commanding, and he's done that all week. So, we're pleased he's there. He's doing what we should be, but would we like to rely on him less? Yeah, absolutely would. It's worrying the times that he is having to make those saves. John Lundstrom was good again today. I thought he grew into the game just like he did on Thursday night. He grew and he became really strong. He had a really good tackle around 65 minutes, which kind of broke to Cifuentes, and we broke forward for Dessers to have an opportunity. And from that moment, he seemed to kind of grab the game, which we needed. But around him, Sarah, there's nothing there. Going forward, nothing there. Losing Rabbi Matondo looks a bad one according to Managerial. He's taking a blow to the side of his knee. That's not good news. We're really short on numbers and we're short on options, and people asking why Scott Wright playing today, purely because we've not got anybody else, and we're short on it. So we're going to maybe have to look into the likes of McCausland and Aaron Lyle from the B team, possibly getting into the squad. Zach Lovely is maybe coming in as well to offer something, because we are really short on numbers. But there's no positives to take from that style of football today, from those performances, from what the players, individually and collectively offered us. Aside of, Lunny and Jack Butland doing their jobs well, I thought otherwise from that, it was a very poor performance. Yeah.
Something that you kind of touch on when you asked the manager earlier on, we have obviously started that game in a kind of 4-2-3-1 formation. It was a similar formation kind of stood as well on Thursday night there as well. We finished that game playing essentially a back five, 3 holding midfielders and 2 attackers on the park. Where's the attacking football that the manager promised us?
Yeah, well, that was my point to him. By his own quote, he spoke about taking the handbrake off and playing attacking football. We finished the game, very defensively, and we're holding on at home to Motherwell at home. You've seen the reaction of the fans. That was how I worded it to him, and how did he react to that? And he was, obviously it was quite spiky. He's wanting to protect his players, and he knows. He explained that he's just went through and said how unhappy he was with the style, and that's not how they want to play and things like that. So I understand that, but it's sometimes we've got to ask that no matter what. And I felt today that was one of those situations. It's never nice having to question the manager on it, but I think legitimately as supporters, he's promised us a style of football, an attacking style of football, handbrake off, and we're not seeing it. In fact, we're not seeing any evidence of it. And even if you're coming into games, the more games that go on, we're not even seeing maybe we got 20 minutes on Saturday, but we got 40 minutes on Thursday. We're not seeing that. Yeah. It's so sporadic. It's very difficult to watch. At times it's turgid, slow football. So it was worth asking. He did explain that he felt he had to do things during the game today just to get the result. He had to do things that maybe he didn't like, but he had to do it. Roof and Sima had knocks, but he's got to use them on Wednesday. So he knows more than we do in the situation. Yeah. That made him make the decisions he made today. So it was a difficult question, but one that obviously he's a wee bit spiky with it, but I thought it was fair and it needed to be asked. And this isn't the brand of football that he promised, Sarah. Despite whatever's going on, despite the injuries and things that's happening at the club, this isn't what he sold us and the vision that he promised.
I think the big thing is it's not new. These injuries are recent, yes. Cantwell during the Celtic game, Long still a week, Matondo obviously today, but these injuries are recent. This style of football has been here. It's the same style of football we've been watching since pre-season, and concerns were raised pre-season, and realistically the only sort of promising style of play that we've had really was only their second half Thursday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think that's completely fair, and I think when you're winning 1-0 at home to Motherwell and you're being booed off the pitch, I think that's a massive statement of where the support is and where their patience are. I think that the massive thing for the support is, I think everybody feels like the fall of these results are inevitable.
Yeah.
Liam Kelly said something, you can't keep winging it and getting results, and I feel like we're doing that to an extent. Not all the time, not every game, not every moment of every game, but it's not enough to be sustained style. We're not seeing enough. Like, we go to St Johnstone, you get 15 minutes that are decent. It's not good enough. It's not, Betis is a big result for us, but we should be coming out flying today. The players aren't offering enough. Are they lost in this style? Don't they understand it? Are they not enjoying it? Has he got the dressing room? These are all questions that will be asked when you get a level of performance like today, and it's not healthy to be in that position. What are we, 10, 12 games into this season? That's not good enough.
Do you think the manager's coat's on a shoogly peg at the moment? Obviously the booing at full time was I think we're all feeling the same.
I'm not sure if it's on a shoogly peg or not in the eyes of the club and in the boardroom, but it's certainly on a shoogly peg in the eyes of the stadium and the supporters that are here. I think that the faith in them is low. To turn this around, and we, how difficult this crowd is. Once the minds are made up, the only way to do that is to win with style and to show something that we're not seeing. We've had such a turnaround in managers these last few years. We cannot continue. So I don't think that the board will consider this at the moment. But the issue that the Rangers board have got, and I think where we all are, Sarah, is, see if we don't win on Wednesday, or if we don't win against Aberdeen, we're right back to the calls for him to get out of the job.
Yeah.
They're there at the moment, and we've won 3 games in a bounce, and that's massive, and it tells you exactly where we are. Is he in danger in the eyes of the club? No. Is he in danger in the eyes of support? 100%.
Yeah.
I think the faith in what is going on the pitch and what is going on in the dugout is simply not there anymore.
I think you could argue Wednesday night being just as important, if not more important, than Aberdeen at the weekend. We obviously have obviously Wednesday at home to Livingston in the League Cup. With Celtic having already been knocked out of this competition, Michael Beales should be winning this competition as Rangers manager. Is that doable for him? That's got to be a target.
It has to be a necessity. Never mind a target. He's got to deliver. But on the evidence of the moment, anything that's going on, we're seeing, it doesn't inspire confidence.
Yes.
So are we going into Wednesday night thinking that it's wonderful and we're going to turn up and see a free-flowing game of football, attacking, be excited? When was the last time you were excited watching this team? Certainly this season. I've not felt it. I've sporadically felt it at moments, a wee half here and maybe a wee 20 minutes here. It's not sustained. I'm not seeing it enough.
Yep.
And if I'm at that point and I'm slower than others when it gets to this kind of point, then it speaks volumes of, I think, where we all are as a support, trying to watch this team, trying to figure out what's happening. Because sometimes, if we come along today and win 1-0, right, and it's only 1-0 at home, maybe want more goals and understand all that, but if you're seeing something you can grip onto, if you're seeing possession of the ball, if you're seeing play, I'm seeing slack passes, I'm seeing guys unable to pass it 5 yards to each other, I'm seeing guys scared to make decisions on the ball, I'm seeing us sit in 2 off the line at the end, albeit 1 was offside. We're hanging on. Jack Butland's time wasting. We're taking it to the corner when we had 4-on-2s and stuff like that. This isn't good enough. It's only going to win and end up one way unless there's a dramatic swing, and I'm not sure where that's coming from. At the moment, I've not got the confidence to say it's definitely going to come from that place. So, in answer to your other question earlier on, can a manager turn this round? It's a hell of a job now, Sarah. In all honesty, it is. In the eyes of the support and winning them back, it's a hell of a job.
So fingers crossed, we're hoping for a bit better see if he can turn it around on Wednesday, and then looking forward to Aberdeen at home.
Something like that.
4 games at home, he's got to be looking to win them.
On to Wednesday.
Yep, see you then.